And welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, the RCW Global Television Champion, your role model, Ric Lieb. And with me as always, he is the manager of the heavyweight champion. He is a 42-year veteran, because I'm a 32-year veteran. And of course, he's the star of the show. So they say. Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara. Let me fix that for you. Boom. Either have them both out or both in, man.
Not good.
You look good. Did you call me up this morning and ask me what I was wearing? I don't get it.
Got the Easter colors going today.
Absolutely. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy birthday, Cindy Johnson, by the way.
And you know what else? It's my wife's birthday today, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, hey, so when fans call in and they, Spike's biggest fan, by the way, calls in and tells us, hey, it writes us in, my birthday's going to be on Easter, so I put it in.
Spike, if you're out there, send Cindy something.
I know, Cindy Johnson loves that.
Your appreciation for her being your biggest fan.
Right here, I wrote it down. Can you guys have Spike on the show, please? Cindy Johnson. I mean, these aren't questions I can even read on the air like normally when we do our questions. It's just all she keeps on asking about, and it drives me nuts.
We should do it in the next couple of weeks.
We should probably get him on here, except for the fact that I don't like Spike. I mean, there's that going forward.
Well, I guess she likes him enough to make up for what you don't like.
Right, exactly. You're going to knock that out. I see you poured me one in this.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
You want a little Coke with that?
I want some Coca-Cola.
I can read his mind.
Exactly. You definitely read my mind. I don't want to. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and have him pour the drinks, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. But when we get back, we'll have more RCW Spotlight.
Hey guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Brent.
And we are the hosts of a Swingin' a Tribe podcast, and we're part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Yeah, we're really just a couple of fans who love Cleveland Indians baseball. So if you love the Tribe, please give us a listen. You can find us anywhere that podcasts are available. Mike, tell us where they can find us on social media.
On Facebook, you can find us at a Swingin' a Tribe MLB podcast, and on Twitter at Swingin' a Tribe.
Go Tribe!
Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling, is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube.
If I get hungry, I go steak the water burger.
Introducing Jumbo Mania. Giant hamburger.
Juicy and hot.
Start with a double meat Whataburger.
Yum, yum.
Add large fries and a large drink, and you have Jumbo Mania.
I'm trying to watch my weight, so I'm only eating maybe 2 or 3.
You a little bitty man. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna find a Whataburger I'm not gonna eat.
Jumbo Mania. Only at Whataburger.
Get off your sofa! Go to Whataburger and eat! What you waiting for?
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight, the Easter edition. Question now. I mean, today we're not gonna talk. We're gonna throw wrestling out of it. Well, not my belt away, but which by the way, I've been meaning to tell you. I think what I'm gonna do now, since I'm a champion again, so I'm gonna bring back the participation trophies. Because millennials need love too, and since they can't beat me, I might as well just give them a participation trophy for trying. And then it got me thinking, I never had a chance to wrestle you. But if I did wrestle you, I would have beaten you. So there you go, kid. Take that home with you.
Wow, look at this.
Thank you for playing.
I'll put this with my other prized possessions. Wow.
You better. You better. You know, Draven Post brought his back on the air with him.
I might bring this every week here.
Oh,
I might, just might.
take it home with you and keep it there.
Is this where I go?
Well, yeah. you
Hey,
should.
yeah.
I
All
mean,
right.
why not? Anyway, so what we're gonna do is, do you have any good Easter stories? You know, like growing up, like best Easter egg hunt you ever did as a kid? Any wrestling road stories from Easter? Any?
Yeah, I got one.
We'll go back and forth. We'll start telling them.
Yeah, I got one or two.
What do you got here?
I'm driving with George Animal Steel.
This is Easter.
Yeah.
Okay.
God rest his soul. We're driving through central Pennsylvania through the mountains, headed towards Altoona and all that. And he came out with these words of wisdom. He says, "Listen, Beast, if you have a choice."
Was he Dusty Rhodes or was it George Still?
This without the southern accent. You know?
Oh, okay.
So he says, "Listen, Beast, if you have a choice, did a semi or a raccoon, hit the raccoon. The semi won't sell it for you." And he's true. He was right.
He's right. Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. By the way, pastel socks. Look at this. Boom! I want Easter, man. They look like Easter eggs. Your boy knows how to dress. Okay.
Call you Mr. Cadbury.
See that? I mean, I'm just what? Same color again. You did that a couple weeks ago with the purple.
Does that upset you?
Oh, a little bit.
This was
I tried to be original and
clearly not on purpose.
No, it was not. This was not planned. If it was, I would have changed my shirt. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's wear this today," and then I wouldn't have wore it on purpose. But that's just how I do, you know, because I try to be the.
We're going to toast for the birthday people out there today too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Happy birthday. I never understood Easter. I mean, it's the oh wait.
Easter was the.
I didn't understand Good Friday being called good. That's what it was. A couple days ago, Good Friday.
Oh, he did it for us.
I know, but what was good about it?
But let me tie in wrestling to Easter just one more time.
Okay, good.
Wasn't that the greatest comeback of all time?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a comeback.
he hawked up.
Talk about a WCW false finish. There you go.
Right. I mean,
You like that WCW false finish?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's pretty good. He may have been counted out though.
Well, it was New York City. It might have been a 20 count there. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. We've seen how slow their refs are. Good Lord. Frank Morales. Oh my
Morales
God. Remember?
Frank
Morales.
Morales. Yeah, Frank Morales.
Former wrestler turned
When
referee.
Lou Albano said it one time, "What do you think? The Puerto Rican referee don't know how to count to 20?" That's it.
I'm like, what are you trying to do? Wait for the fish to come up to you? I mean, I that dude counted so slow.
What about Bronco Lewis?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Just as slow. He had to like crouch down and then he got on his knees and it's like, because he was like so beat up from wrestling. And it's like, oh my Lord, why? Just why?
Why, John? Why?
Exactly.
They kept him for years.
Right. And they both made more than the regular referees.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I saw a pay stub once, and I'm like, oh my gosh. The two worst referees on the card, and they got paid more. Not that they were bad guys. They were great wrestlers in their time, but it was just like that. Okay,
Well,
so
they had seniority.
let me ask a question. Did you do the Easter egg hunts when you were a kid?
Yeah, I remember once or twice.
Italian families love Easter egg hunts, and I mean, my family's no different. What's the most you ever made? Because I'm a proud person to say I had 7 siblings. You know, I mean, I'm the second of 7. Plus, on top of that, we also had cousins that would be there. At the, you know, 'cause Italians have big families, and we were doing our thing. I got $82.
$82.
Now, mind you, you got to understand. Back in the 70s, they were only dealing in change. You know what I mean? This wasn't like they were putting 20s in like they do nowadays.
That's a lot of quarters.
Yeah, that's a lot of quarters and dollar bills.
Well, the one year I got $3.79.
Which
I
is
don't know
what
where they came out with the 9, but they did. And, you know.
Those are called pennies.
That was a lot of pennies.
Yeah, I got a lot of pennies too. A lot of pennies. But I was really proud of that day. You know, I was like, man, I made out.
Were you the biggest kid? The oldest kid?
Oh, yeah. You better believe. Well, I'm the second oldest. My older sister couldn't beat me up. What are you talking about? Actually, she was pretty tough back in the day.
You showed Brenda no mercy, right?
No, Brenda wasn't even born yet.
Oh, Jesus.
No, she was born 81.
She's just a kid.
Right.
She watch the show?
Yes, of course she watches the show.
Hi, Brenda.
There
Okay.
you go. So, Tupac wrote a song about her called Brenda's Got a Baby. She gets mad when I do that one to her.
Well, she had kids, right?
She had a baby.
Yeah.
Well, he's an adult now, but
Yeah.
he was a baby at one time.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
these things happen. Cool wrestling story. Where let's see. I think it's the show we did Easter Sunday with the it was the ECW Invasion, and Danny Doring a roadkill against the stud stable. I got hit in the table, and I went back and hit the tripod that the speaker was on. It landed on top of my head. I think I told that story before, maybe a week or two ago, a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was there. But then
That had to hurt.
that might have been an Easter Sunday, or I know it was around Easter. I know it was because it was called spring or ring cleaning for spring, and it's
Ring cleaning. Very nice.
yeah. So I know it was somewhere around that area and stuff. But it was a fun event. And a roadkill. Apparently he stiffed me. I didn't know because he's weak, and we go in the back. Because he didn't know I was supposed to interfere after every one of them, including Danny Doring, said, make sure you interfere in this spot right here. So, one of them freaking predetermined matches in sports entertainment. So I go in there and boom, apparently he stiffs me. And, I'm selling his move. I'm not hurt. And I get in the back and he goes, hey, wouldn't have had to hit you so hard if you had just told me you were doing. I'm like, you hit me hard when? Oh, when I need you and you knocked the wind out of you. And I'm like, you didn't knock the wind out of me. I was selling your move. I go, dude, if that's your hardest, man, you're pretty weak for a guy your size. Because he's like, 6'6", 300.
So you put him in his place.
I definitely put him in his place. And so, ever since then, Danny Doring will always mess with me and stuff like, oh, man, you better look out. I might bring roadkill with me. And I'm like, dude, I wish you would. I don't care how big the dude is, you know what I mean? If that was stiff, then there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Good.
That's my story about being a big, tough, bad guy. But yeah, I mean, good times. Good times.
Yeah. Nothing like Easter dinner with Johnny Valiant and
That's what I was waiting
and
for.
Dominic DiNucci. And
No swearing this time.
I can try to do this. It's hard to talk about those two without swearing.
I know, right?
I'm going to try. Anyway, Johnny Valiant always said, Kenny, you're on the road. There's a diner the other day. We went in Pottstown, PA, and the food there was basically, drizzling, what's. And but I go to McDonald's, that way you know what you're getting every day. But one time, me and John and Dominic, we went to a diner near Toledo on Easter Sunday of all times. And
You're reading notes?
Easter Sunday, it says right here, Easter Sunday.
Yeah, right.
Easter weekend.
Wait, now I got to polish it again.
Oh, you do that. Anyway, long story short, we walk out of the restaurant and Dominic goes like this. That was a one pretty good decent lunch.
Yeah.
All right, kid.
Right. You know what? I love these stories. Not gonna lie, might not care for you too much, but I like the stories you tell because a lot of the guys that you say I respect. Not so much the guy who's telling the story do I respect, but the guys that you were telling about. Now you know what, Beast? I kid you. I kid the Beast.
He's a kid there. All right.
Yeah, I kid you. That's what I do. I kid. Is that what you're doing?
I'm a kid, darling. All right.
Right, there you go. Oh, you're doing Fernando. All right,
That's
nice.
it.
Look at this. We're going back.
Got the rich Corinthian leather right there.
Right, exactly. You're marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
That's it, darling.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead, take a commercial break. We're going to talk a little bit of Easter with you and giving you a participation trophy. We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break. But when we get back, we're going to take your questions. So see you in just a few minutes.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-203-3106. RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The
Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City. Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, Ken, it's that time of the show again.
And what time would that be?
You got questions?
We got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And by the way, make sure you subscribe. We have RCW Rubber City Wrestling's now on Twitter.
Twitter too?
Yeah, it's just at Rubber Wrestling. For some reason, they didn't put the city in there. And Twitter too, I think it's just Rubber City Wrestling. Yeah, Rubber City Wrestling. So make sure you like us, follow us, do what you got to do. You know, and I'm sure you can reach out to us on one of the formats as well with your questions.
Good.
So what's up?
All right.
You got some good questions?
I got a great one for you.
I doubt it.
Now, this is about a guy I kind of liked. What did you think of Taz in WWF?
I didn't like it. I thought Taz and ECW was one of the better wrestlers in ECW. And when he went to the Worst Wrestling Federation, he ended up not doing... It's funny, they went from Worst Wrestling Federation to the worst wrestling ever. You ever notice that? They ended up not doing him justice. It was like, how are you going to take the human suplex machine and make him, first of all, just get demolished by Steve Austin? I get it, Steve's your guy, but not that way. And then, on top of all that, you know, mostly use him as a commentator. He's too good. I hated it.
I think he was a great wrestler, and to an extent, I agree with you, he was much better in ECW.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I liked him.
All right, next.
All right. And, oh, by the way, that one came from Lizzie McFrederick, Orlando, Florida. All right, the next one. Do you think this cancel culture will affect wrestling?
I think it already kind of has. I mean, back in the 80s, they had gimmicks that were literally sexist, gimmicks that were literally over the top.
Val Venus?
Yeah, with things. You had racists. But when they all got to the back, everybody knew they were just one of the boys. They were all friends, and it was part of the job. You know, and it made him... I mean, come on. One of the nicest guys I ever met, Baron Von Raschke. Except for the fact he did put me in a claw.
With this stuff here.
Yeah. Except for his hands are like twice your size.
The big hand guy.
Huge freaking hands. Baron's like, he played a Nazi. Yep. Fritz von Erich played a Nazi.
Walter von Erich played a Nazi.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's like you guys, these guys were hated villains when they were villains.
And Professor Tanaka, he was a kamikaze pilot.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and they were stereotypes.
And did not professional wrestling milk the heck out of World War II?
They did.
Like 25 years of it.
And then Iron Sheik milking the hostage scandal.
He did well with that for a while.
Right. I mean, you know, it's like, and then of course, you know, the Koloffs milking the freaking Cold War.
Yep.
And right in there, man. I mean, it was. You had so many different angles that you can use.
And you will see none of that now.
No, because it's cancel culture wants you to not have any good storylines anymore, and it's ridiculous.
And I always thought about wrestling that you got to have the Cowboys, you got to have the Indians, you have to have the good guy, the bad guy, and now you see a guy come out, the crowd goes, woo, we know him, he's on TV. Next guy comes out, ooh, we know he's on TV. I don't get it. You got to have Cowboys and Indians.
You have to have a good heel, and you have to have our good villains and good heroes.
And whatever happened to Shakespeare with violence?
I know.
That's the way I always looked at it.
You know, yeah, agreed.
All right.
So yeah, I believe it's already taken effect.
A great question Nicole Angus from Charleston, West Virginia. Good job.
Yes.
All right. What do you think of Raven in WWF coming from Cody West, Ravenna, Ohio?
Raven. Gosh, WWF, he was Scotty Flamingo. He was Johnny Polo.
Johnny Salami, the
Yeah,
Capuzzo
right.
brothers, all them guys.
He was Raven when he came out. I liked Raven in WCW the most, and Raven in ECW the most. You know, those Ravens where they were more more sadistic, more just methodical. I liked Raven.
I liked Raven in ECW.
Yeah, I liked Raven.
I liked ECW, period. It's probably my all-time favorite.
Really?
Right
See,
there with NWA.
I felt the hardcore revolution part of it is what ruined wrestling. You know, because how do you top it? I mean, they just broke.
It seems like you'd only go so far, and that's about what happened.
Right, and so in a way, even though they had some cool stuff, and it was really neat at first, I felt like after I stepped back and looked at it, it's like, man, this is kind of what's, you know, like it killed kayfabe. So
yeah.
I felt like now I got a question for you, and this actually was written in. It was from my nephew Ray's mom. She wants to know,
Mrs. Stewart.
Yes, Mrs. Stewart asks you, Ken.
Yes.
Why is it that everybody feels Ray Stewart is the best wrestler in Rubber City Wrestling? I mean, I think he is. I mean, he's phenomenal.
Better than you?
Just up there with me.
Up there.
I'm the best wrestler in RCW, but I'm the aging best wrestler. I'm the GOAT. He is that he's the guy that's there to take my spot.
You want to say the next best thing?
Yes, the next best thing.
Very possibly.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the guys I got are a little older. And so
a lot older, yeah.
I didn't know they took it out of middle school, the wrestlers, but that's okay.
Ray, of course, was our guest last week.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a phenomenal guest?
You know what? I don't understand that fire ice. What is it? It's like water and vinegar. It is just
no. Ray's he's the cocky one, but he's honest. You know, he's cool. Ice is cold hearted. You got fire. You light a fire under Ray, and he's gonna burn you. You got ice. Just methodical. He does not care about anything else.
No, nobody but himself.
No, he cares about Ray.
And I was telling you, Ray, if you're out there watching it, watch your back.
You're crazy. Anyway. Go ahead and do one more question.
One more question tonight. Oh, this is a good one.
You keep saying that.
Have you all?
I'm yet to have one.
I don't have an answer for this guy.
Okay.
I hope you got one. Have you tried Zoa energy drink made by The Rock? If so, what do you think? Trey Magnet.
Maggot.
Kent, Ohio. Maggot. Listen, Maggot.
Let me tell you something about Maggot. Maggot Trey.
All right.
Maggot Trey.
Trey Maggot. All right.
Nikita Koloff.
That's it.
I'm not allowed to do energy drinks. I had heart surgery.
Wow.
You did too.
3 little stints.
Oh, you got the stints. That ain't heart surgery. That's girl stuff, man. I got cut up.
36 hours later, I was dancing at a concert.
Must be nice.
True story.
36 hours later, I was learning how to walk again.
That's true, Marty.
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
Do I look like Terry Funk's wife? Good lady though.
Her name
I like
Marty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I know she. It is what it is. I like her.
What's it mean?
What do you mean? By the way, Marty's Dory's
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Marty's Dory's wife. I'm sorry, I said Terry, didn't I?
Okay, Dory. Okay.
Yeah. She reminds me of my wife.
Well, that's a good thing.
Or should I say my wife reminds me of her because doesn't take anything from
You
anybody.
did good. You hit the wife lotto, by the way.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
So did you, for that matter.
I did.
Hey, we're lucky on that one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, you know what? Happy Easter to my wife. And your
Happy
wife.
Easter to my wife, and happy birthday to my wife.
Happy birthday to his wife.
And
right. Did
who
you
else,
try that drink?
who else's birthday?
Cindy Johnson.
That's it.
Did you try that drink?
I did not. That's what I'd like to know. What it's like. We're gonna find out next week.
You can. I'm not.
Maybe they can sponsor us.
Now I will.
Okay, there you go.
What's a heart attack? Obviously, I'm immortal anyway. I can take it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for it then. We got Easter dinner to go eat.
That's it.
Got an Easter egg hunt to follow.
Don't be a ham. All right.
Don't be a comedian. Stick to your day job. All right. Anyway, for the Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, I am your RCW Global Television Champion, your role model Ric Lieb, saying, see you guys next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Bye. Okay.
Hey guys, it's your role model Ric Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.